Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming, and we're jumping into Watch Your Realm, sort of. Just going to discuss some of the stuff on Reddit, and we'll see if it's true or not, or whether we think it's true, or whether we like it, I don't know, that sort of stuff. We'll have a look at it and see where it goes. Right, so the first thing we want to be aware of is that when we read anything, then we want to take it with a pinch of salt to see whether it's actually true, particularly in this day and age. If we read anything on the internet, you want to take it maybe a bit further to see whether it's true, and then if it's on Reddit, then you might want to check as well. So this is the first part that comes up in Reddit, is about the summoning. So they're saying that this weekend is this one, which is that's no great forecast. However, next weekend, what they're saying is we will get this. We'll get the old 1+1 event coming up. So that's what they're saying next weekend, which is weekend of 21st at the moment. So that'll be the 28th. Weekend another 28th. We're going to get the 1+1 as we've got, and then so that will replace this event. It doesn't specify whether it's normal or whether it's a divine 1+1, because I did like the divine 1+1. I think we had it a while ago. I've only seen it once, but so I imagine it's a special one. So there we go. Or a mix and match and pick of either. I haven't got a clue, but there you go. That's what Reddit is saying. They're then saying that the week after that, so that would be 1+1 on the 28th, and then the 7th of March. What they're saying is this is the banner, and that's a fantastic banner because there's are two things really. In fact, both are heroes. Firstly, Eloit, arguably best healer in the game, not straight up healing wise, but the utility that she brings without being able to put the wood elf around where the map and do this like remote healing is just so good. The cleanse, which is so vital important nowadays as well, the fact that it's a short ultimate, you can get round to it really quick. I mean, there's so much utility that she brings, makes her probably the best there is. You'd have to go a long way to find someone else. I mean, there are probably better healers situational for certain things, but straight up running a tier list, you would have to put her right up there. So that's one of the things I think makes this banner really interesting. The other thing is the champion with Eloin. Now, this is the information they've put up around this champion as well. So same design. Now let's start that caveat again. I've no idea if this is true, whether this is Photoshop, or whether they work for Moonton and they're doing insider trading and dropping some stuff that they're designing. I haven't got a clue. No knowledge on it whatsoever. Okay, so but talents, what they're saying is each basic attack has a 30% chance to inflict one stack of Winter's Bite for 3 seconds. The trigger chance increases by an extra 30% against airborne units. Deals 30% extra damage in enemies inflicted with Winter's Bite or Freeze. So that's the talent they've got. Then the basic attack deals damage to one enemy one time, prioritizing airborne units. And then the damage scales up, fairly bog standard basic attack. Now the ultimate is interesting because 8 seconds, initial rage 550, and then max rage 98700. So quite a short rage pot there, and then deals 400 to 600 damage to up to 8 enemies in range, and the range gets increased as well, which is really nice. Increases damage multiplied by 200% against units inflicted with Winter's Bite or Freeze. Meanwhile, creates a frozen domain 8 seconds with a radius of 2 tiles ahead, and that's how long the ultimate goes on for. So it goes on for that 8 seconds, and that's that frozen domain going on there. So that's what they're saying the ultimate is. Now, a quick thing to note on this, if we have a look at some of our other heroes in the game, so let's go to the gallery, may as well go to the Northerners, because they're saying it's a Northerner marksman. Then we have a talent there, we have a basic attack, we have an ultimate, and then we have 2 passives. And that pretty much, there are some exceptions. So Lords generally come up with the same sort of format, but then they have their Lord skill on there, and then there are some others that have a bonded skill and or an arena skill as well, but essentially they all follow the same basic format. So when we flag this up, it would appear that we've got 4 passives, which is a bit odd, but then cuts both ways. Why would you make something up that doesn't appear to look quite right if you were making it up and you were photoshopping it yourself? But then, can it not be true because it's got too many passives? Who knows? You can argue it both ways as much as you like. So anyway, there we go. That's what it is. But anyway, the first passive it says here is every 10 to 12 seconds, the next basic attack will instead deal additional damage to 3 enemies in range and inflict 1 stack of Winter's Bite for 3 seconds. And then you've got passive Ice Boring Arrow. If the target is inflicted with freeze, and the chance increases to 100%. Inflicted with freeze, the chance increases to 100%. Don't know what that means. Of inflicting Ice Boring Arrow, I suppose, but I don't know what an Ice Boring Arrow is, or Ice Boring Piercer. Okay, the next passive is Winter's Bite. Reduces movement speed by 25%, stacks up to 3 times. When reducing 3 stacks, inflicts freeze on it. I don't think that's a passive. I think that's just the ability of Winter's Bite, actually, then, is it? So that would be one passive. That would be the second passive. And this wouldn't actually be a passive. That's the ability that this does, I think. And passive Ice Borer, which is Ice Boring Arrows. So deals an amount of damage to 1 random enemy within 2 tiles. Damage multiplier increases against airborne units, increases by 50%. And then we've got the passive Frozen Domain. Every 2 seconds increases 1 stack of Winter's Bite on up to 8 enemies nearby for a couple of seconds. 3 seconds. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Let us know what you think. You think genuine or not? I mean, they've gone to a lot of effort. So Awakenings, Ice Borer has a 60% chance to inflict 1 stack of Winter's Bite, 3 seconds on enemy, enhancing with Ice Boring Arrows. And then the A2 is just a straight up attack increase. A3, Ice Boring can also trigger Ice Boring Arrow. And then A4 is Rage Regen, and A5 using the Frozen Rain immediately triggers Frost Shatter 1 time, enhancing Frozen Rain. So there we go. Everything would quite tricky, but I mean, I'm not on the test server, and I sort of given up the thing that I'm ever going to get on there, to be honest. So I'm not going to see or look at the champion early, but my guess would be that they're more CC orientated than they are damage orientated. So I'll be surprised if the damage is high. I could be wrong. Who knows? So that's Silas then. So a little bit less than Silas. Don't know how quick they attack, but okay. Normal archery stuff, so it doesn't look too bad. Maybe the damage is going to be better than I think. Maybe. Who knows? There you go. So maybe the damage will be alright, but it's the CC side of things I think is interesting. So I would imagine this is a very natural pairing up. We've got the extension on the freeze. We've got the Winter's Bite again. So someone else doing the Winter's Bite. It's the same thing. I don't think that's additional passive. I think one of those passives that was written on there was possibly the description. So I think that's good news. So maybe true. Who knows? Who knows? Obviously, the other natural pairing is next to anyone who's doing additional damage when people are frozen by their allies and that sort of stuff. So I think that's a chance as well. On paper, looks probably good for GVG as a stall team, I would imagine, and we'll see how we go with that. But I don't know. I haven't got a clue. So there you go. That's it. It's just off Reddit really, and I thought, well, who knows? Where does it leave me? I don't know. Nowhere really. I'm not that fussed by it. I don't really plan that heavily. Will I pull this weekend? I've got no real intention of doing it, apart from the free-to-play challenge account that needs summoning on, so we'll see how we do on that, and then we'll see where we go. I would keep it in the back of my mind. Like I said, I don't know if any of it's true, but I'll sort of think about the dates. 1+1 next weekend. I'd like to do that. Maybe I'll pull a few this weekend, push myself closer to the 1+1, but not go into pity, and then short pull that weekend if it's the 1+1, which will leave me to think, is it? And Ella in the week after, because could always do with a few more of her and get her awakened up. That wouldn't be such a bad thing. So there you go. That's where I take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I wouldn't bet your life on that being true. I have no knowledge of whether it's true or not. It's just an article I saw on Reddit, but I thought it'd be fun to go over and we'll have a look and see. That's realistically where I sit with it. Okay, so who knows? See what the future brings. That's me done for the day. I'll see you in a video again tomorrow. Thanks very much for your time, where we'll do a bit of pulling on the free play challenge account, and we'll have a quick look on that and a catch up, and you can give me some advice on what I need to do. Right, thank you very much. If you can do the old thumbs up, like and subscribe, would help me out massively, and I'll see you all in a video again soon. Cheers for your time. Goodbye.